see, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so I'm missing 2 more. And these are the connectors that go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 on the other side. This is the TVSS intake manifold. My dad came back into town yesterday, so I called him to make sure he was at his house. So luckily he had quite a few laying around. As you can see, I picked these up right here. Yes, sir, and these will work as well because they're EV6 style. Check that out. Same with these ones. There you go. As long as they connect and they're not, you know, popping out, that's all that matters, you guys. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how to install these connectors as well. So right here, I picked this up a while back at the junkyard. This is a TVSS and NBS intake manifold. The difference between the two, between this one right here on the right and this one on the left, this one flows way better, you guys. The OEM injectors are bigger than the original ones that come with the truck. And these injectors right here are E85 compatible because this is a flex fuel, meaning the injectors are capable to run pump gas and E85. That's the difference between the two. And if you guys look right here, this throttle body is a 3-bolt, 1, 2, and 3. And then this one is a 4-bolt, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then this one right here on the right, this one offers the feed and the return. And right here on the NNBS TVSS intake manifold, you only have the feed, which is what I'll be using to install the fuel cell as well. And I went ahead and ported this out. Check it out. You guys are probably wondering why did I do that? Good question. Fortunately, when I purchased this intake manifold at the junkyard, it did not come with a throttle body. But luckily, our partners over at Evo Energy went ahead and sent over their throttle body for the TVSS intake manifold. And it can be an Evo Energy burnout truck without running the Evo Energy parts. So luckily, Evo Energy went ahead and sent over the throttle body that we're going to be installing onto this TVSS intake manifold. So let's come over here real quick so I could explain to you guys why I went ahead and ported it out. I think it's this box right here. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, so it's this one. So we are going to be installing this in this video as well today, you guys. And I'm also going to show you guys how to connect the EV6 style injector plugs onto your OEM harness. As you can see, the injectors are different. These are the original style right there, which connect to the OEM style injectors. And we're gonna be cutting, splicing them, and installing these ones right here, the EV6, so we can run the OEM TVSS and NBS flex fuel injectors. So right here, you guys, we have another package that we're gonna be installing on the Evo Energy SEMA build. Let's go ahead and open this puppy up real quick so you guys can check it out. So this right here is gonna be the throttle body that we offer here at Evo Energy. Check it out. It is a 102 millimeter. Look at that. This thing is just beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. It does come with the 2 sensors right here, the throttle position sensor and your idle air control valve. No rough edges, no debris. Look at that, nice. I'm running my fingers all around the edges. And yes, you can run the 102 millimeter throttle body onto a TVSS intake manifold. The only thing you have to do is port the inlet like I did already. And literally I can fit my full fist in there without a problem. And then just bolt this puppy up. And it does come with hardware from Evo Energy as well. All 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Let's go ahead and install it real quick. Let's go ahead and grab our 5 millimeter, which is this one. And let's bolt this 102 to the TVSS. This TVSS manifold turned out beautiful, perfect setup for the Turbo Sierra. Since we are boosting it, this throttle body is going to work perfectly. Now we could do a side-by-side comparison. Check out the inlet and the butterfly on this 102. Nice and ported all the way around. Now compared to the stock one, look at the size on that butterfly. We're not gonna be using the PVC system anymore. We're not gonna be using this or the one that comes on the OEM. And this vacuum port that's on top of the TVSS, most likely I'm just gonna cut it and tap it, or either just make me a nice fitting from Evo Energy and run it straight to the vacuum block that we'll be using on the future videos. But check it out. Yes, you can fit a 102 onto the TVSS and NBS. Like I mentioned, all you have to do is just port it, just how I did. Give it clearance. It's not catching anywhere. Nothing, no issues at all. It's gonna work perfectly for the setup that I'm running. And we are gonna be switching out this map sensor to a 3-bar when it's time to install the turbo kit. And you guys watched my last previous video on the Sierra build. I only took off the fuel lines, the fuel filter, the evap canister, the fuel tank, the stock, all that stock stuff. So I need to install this onto the truck to know exactly how long I'm gonna be making my Evo Energy fuel line, the PTFE, how long it's gonna run from here to wherever I'm gonna be mounting the fuel pressure regulator. So I need to know exactly how long the line needs to be. For example, I could route the fuel pressure regulator right here, over here, or even put it on the other side. So what I mean about that, I need to know exactly how long I need to make that custom line that's gonna be running from right here to the fuel pressure regulator on this port right here. So what better way to do the TVSS swap intake manifold, installed our 102 throttle body from Evo Energy, and check it out. Thing looks beautiful. Like I mentioned, all the products come with stickers, instructions, and all the hardware to install. Up next, what I gotta do now, chat, is just go ahead and splice these new connectors onto the OEM harness. Like I mentioned to you guys, just splice them. Yes, I'm gonna show you guys how to do that because I received a lot of DMs and a lot of messages, which is good. I'm not saying it's bad, of how did I do it? Is there a specific way to install them? Where's your positive? Which one's your ground? I received a lot of questions regarding the EV6 conversion. Yes, you guys, you could go online on Amazon or eBay and just purchase the adapter harness or the conversion harness. But me, being me, you guys know I like doing things the right way, and I like things looking like if it was original or OEM. Exactly how I did it on my red crew cab. I do have the TVSS manifold with the EV6 injectors. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and show you guys how that setup looks. This is a TVSS intake manifold on this 2004 GMC Sierra. If you guys did not watch this whole build series, I basically did all the work, painted the frame, installed everything brand new. So this truck, motor-wise, everything's brand new. All the parts are brand new. So as you guys can see, this right here is the EV6 injectors. And look how they look. They look like if they were OEM, right? No conversion harness needed. It looks like if it was OEM and original. Check it out. And that is exactly what I'm gonna be doing on the SEMA build as well. I run TVSS manifold on all my trucks. Now, when it comes down to the SEMA build, it's not gonna have this line no more, or this one right here. That goes to the valve covers, and this right here goes to the evap canister, your purge valve. So we are gonna be deleting this right here, deleting the top one as well. All that good stuff on the SEMA build. Anyways, let's get back into the garage so I can show you guys exactly how to do that onto your 9906 harness. Man, I still can't get over this chulada. So some of the tools and some of the stuff that you're gonna be needing, I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna be needing some heat shrink. Some heat shrink right here. If you guys don't have none, you guys can order it online or go to your local parts store and grab some. We are gonna be needing some of these, some cutters. And what else? I think the other set's over here. And this one right here. That's basically it. No, you do not need solder, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I don't use solder. And one reason I do not use soldering when it comes to the engine connectors is because it is close by the engine. And if you guys know, these engines reach like 250 degrees. And then the solder right here, let's say I go ahead and solder it, it's gonna melt, you're gonna lose the connection, you're gonna have a short to ground, you're gonna have electrical problems, all that good stuff just because of the solder melting. You guys do not wanna have a bad connection, especially on the fuel injectors. You could have a misfire, you could, man, there's a lot of things that could happen. So the only thing you guys need is gonna be some wire strippers and some heat shrink. And since this one's already here, we'll show you guys how to do it. So grab your EV6 injector connector. You could use this style of wire stripper, but me, I like using this one. Grab one of the ends, place it right here. Let's say like about this much, a little bit more. Just like that, same deal with this one. A little bit more than what I wanted to. No pasa nada. Do this one the same size. Go ahead and get these all united. Do some twisty 3000s. Some titty twisters. You guys remember the titty twisters back in school?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Go ahead and grab some heat shrink. What I like to do is I like to put a thicker one, unite these two just like this. Run it all the way towards the bottom. It's gonna look something like that. Now you grab these two ends and you're gonna run individual heat shrink. Run one right here, and then you're gonna run the other one. And your setup should look something like this. Now let's go ahead and head over towards the engine bay so I can show you how to do it now on the other side. So the way to do it is go ahead and just pop these two out. Use a flathead or a pick and grab them real quick. Grab your flathead and you see these two clips, go ahead and pop them up. One side, flip it over, same deal, this side as well. Yes, you could depin this and then do it depin method, but me, I like doing things the fast and easy way. So you grab your injector connector. It does not matter which one you connect to which one. There's no negative or no positive. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just how life works, you know? I could either wire this purple blue wire to the pink one or this purple blue wire to this gray one like this, or flip it over and do it like this. There's no polarity when it comes down to the fuel injector clips. I do not know why. I never understood why. And yes, you could depin these and try to pin them together, but I'm gonna just go ahead and connect these puppies right in. So what I like to do is, as you guys can see, this right here is a little clip to disconnect it from the fuel injector. This right here is a clip to disconnect it from the fuel injector. So what I like to do is place them side by side, and I like to connect them like this. So I'm gonna grab this purple blue wire, connect it to the pink one, and this gray wire, connect it to this brown yellow wire, and it should look something like this. As you guys see, this purple blue wire right here to the pink one, this yellow brown wire to this gray one. The disconnection clip is right here towards the right. Disconnection clip is towards the right. All you have to do here is just go ahead and cut to length. So since this wire is this long, I like to put them side by side together, measure it, and make the cut exactly where it's at, so I don't get confused when it's time to reconnect everything. So go ahead and line it together and just make a cut right here. Same deal on this side, put it side by side, make sure it lines up. Bam. There you go, same length cuts. And what I like to do is just remember, the pink one goes to the blue purple, brown yellow to this gray one. And that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing on this side. Go ahead and open this up. You can use your wire strippers, but I like using this one because it's fast and easy. Same deal, place it in here, strip it. And then grab my new EV6 connector. Remember the purple blue color, I'm gonna wire it straight to like this pinkish color, which is this one. And then I'm gonna run my heat shrink over it. Now the next one, same deal. Twist these two together. Now up next, what I gotta do is just heat shrink these two. Once it's nice and shrunk, I'm gonna put this heat shrink right here over these two. So first things first, heat shrink these two. Once you're done with that, go ahead and grab this one and then heat shrink them all together. There you go, nice and shrunk. Now unite these together. Alright, hello you guys, this is how it looks like. Yes, I am going to be adding some electrical tape, but I'm going to do that once I take out the harness and rework the harness. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it. And yes, you guys, there's no negative or positive, no polarity when doing the injectors. There you go, I have 7 more to go. Right here, I have the remaining 7 that I have to do. Got the heat shrink, all that good stuff. And if you guys need a car like this, man, it makes life 10 times easier. It rolls smoothly. It could go up and down depending how tall or how short you are, or if you're working down below, you can lower it and adjust it to height. I'm gonna go ahead and connect the remaining 7 and then give you guys an update when it's time to install the brand new TVSS manifold with the 102 throttle body from Evo Energy.
A few moments later.
And there she is, boys. She is done and complete. We have all EV6 injector connectors all wired up to the OEM harness. We have the driver's side right here. Mira, ya me corté. And we also have the passenger side right here, all done and complete. Check it out. Ahí quedó. Up next, what we got to do, you guys, is we got to modify our TVSS and NBS intake manifold, and that is converting it to drive-by cable, because these intake manifolds right here, if you guys didn't know, there's drive-by wire and not drive-by cable. What's the difference between drive-by wire and drive-by cable? This one is not electronically, meaning there's no connection on the side, as you can see. So this one right here is drive-by cable, and the other one is drive-by wire, which you will have a plug on the side. And then you have an electric foot pedal, and this one, nope, this one's a cable. So we do have to convert this intake manifold to drive-by cable. The first thing you want to do is you're going to remove your throttle cable bracket, held on by these 3/8 on top. Once you remove it, you're going to go ahead and bend this tab a little bit up. It should look something like that. Usually it's nice and flat. And then you are going to be drilling a hole right there, dead in the center, just like how I did. Once you drill that out, you want to go ahead and replace your map sensor. Just go ahead and disconnect the one that's on the TVSS, because this one is different, is not the same. On the other one that I did on my GMC Sierra, the crew cab, that one was the same. Go ahead and swap your new one in, and then this bracket will sit right here dead in the center. Go ahead and remove this 10 real quick. And then we are going to be installing our bracket. Make sure it's nice and tight. Yes, you could go out and buy the $50 bracket, but me, I like to save money. And I actually run the same setup on the burnout truck, the 10 as well, and I have no issues at all till today. I'll go ahead and show you guys in a little bit too, so you guys don't think I'm capping over here. And I did convert it to 102 mil and to drive-by cable. So if you guys have a 99-02 and it's drive-by cable just like mine, if you guys want to use this TVSS manifold, you guys are probably scratching your head how to do it. That is exactly how to do it. Now this intake manifold is ready to install. This right here connects to the valve cover, but me, I don't care if I have a vacuum leak for now. I am going to be deleting a lot of things like I mentioned, because we are going turbo. There you go. And then I'm going to just cut it right here and then put a little nipple for the vacuum. This thing is now ready to install. Yes, sir. Now let's get everything ready. You are going to be needing an 8. An 8. Here's our 8 right here. Got our 8 ready. Got our 8 extension. And we have another 8 right here. Extension. And then we are going to be using the side ratchet as well. And now this intake manifold is officially ready to install. Let's go ahead and install it.